Hi everyone, and welcome back to the BackHo OSL Group C. We're in the round of 36 here. We just saw BackHo versus GoRush. BackHo taking GoRush out in the first game, and then in the second game, GoRush had to forfeit. So now BackHo is moving on to play Tester, the seeded player.
Yes, that's right. You know what? If there's too much A in your game, then you just are instantly disqualified. That's right. That is how the Star League goes. If you are tuning in for some reason to watch this game instead of the previous ones, GoRush was disqualified the second game because he accidentally typed in A in the first, 30 seconds of the game. So, dude, you can't have too much A in your game, dude. This is S class. This is S.
Too much A. Well, this is definitely not S class. This is more like B class, maybe A class. I would say BackHo's definitely impressed me in the last season or so of the OSL and the GOM-TV series, but then he injured his back, and that really screwed him up. Actually, in the last OSL, he made it to the round of 16, and then that's when he had his injury and had to forfeit. So, he might have even made it out of the round of 16. And Tester as well also made it to the round of 16, and then he faced off against, Lita and Fantasy and By Hero, so he got destroyed once he made it that far. But anyways, we should see a pretty even match. It is going to be a PvP, a Protoss on Protoss here, mirror matchup, and it's going to be on Return of the King.
Actually, it's on Holy World.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's right.
So they rotate through 3 maps since these are best of 3 series, and since the last series is gone, we're on to the next series, which starts over the map pool again.
I got thrown off because I thought we were going to have a third game, and we didn't. So it's not the third round.
You're too much of a Lord of the Rings nerd. It just keeps popping into your everyday life. So just so you know, green is going to be our Tester. Tester is green. BackHo is going to be red. Every time I say BackHo, I'm going to be like, hey, what's up, BackHo? Hey, ho. How's your back? Okay, that's
BackHo is acclaimed for his holots. So that's going to be critical to the game here. Are these going to be Reach's manlots, or are they just going to be a bunch of holots?
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe the holots will entice the zealots of Tester into a trap in the middle.
That would never happen. Zealots are zealous. They're religious, so that would never happen. They're too strong in their morals.
They're very abstinent. Let's see if Tester can type an A and be disqualified. That would be exciting.
That would be really exciting. BackHo, again, known for his antics of typing ZZYO, and he probably hates that rule more than anybody else. It's like the rule where you can't do ceremonies, large ceremonies. Firebite Hero is just destroyed by that, and he hates that rule probably. Same thing for this. BackHo wants to be able to type his little ZZYO. Now, hopefully he won't have to. Hopefully he'll type the GG after Tester types his GG, but we'll just have to see what happens.
Well, you know what my question, by the way, is mirror build so far, blah, 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 boring. I'm wondering if I'll hear the ladies screaming. I don't know if you guys could hear that on here, but anyways, I kind of wonder if you complete a whole game, but, well, I guess if you screwed up at the end of the game, you're either replying, you're either winning, in which case it wouldn't count because the other person already admitted defeat, or I don't know. I'm just wondering that. So if Tester were to GG and the BackHo accidentally did a ZZYO, I wonder if
they probably wouldn't care at that point.
If somebody knows the answer, if somebody's a real buff as far as the rules and stuff and wants to leave that as a comment, I'm definitely interested. But you're right. I don't think it should be a big deal. We don't see any mana probes going on. No harassing as they're still scouting, and they both scouted in the wrong direction. And they're both probably going to see each other. They're going to do a little wave by there and go to the exact place the last person scouted. And yeah, you need a little yakety sax going when their probes are scouting in the wrong direction. Little
and they're still scouting in the wrong direction. They're getting faked out by each other or something.
That's what I'm saying.
And now I think there was a divergence of builds. I'd like to go back and see BackHo's base, but Tester built a pylon before Cybernetics Core, which again you can see the zealot out. Usually that means they're gonna pump out an extra zealot or two and be a little more aggressive. And you do see the core up, I think earlier. Yes, it is up earlier for BackHo. So BackHo's going to have that tech advantage. He did get his gas down first. He's got his core up. So we'll see if he goes straight to robotics and tries to have a tech advantage over Tester.
We'll see if the probes can infest the Terran Command Center for some Zealot Marines. That would be awesome. They'd be so confused. They're just like, for ire or for... Wait, where are Terrans from? Terra?
Well, BackHo is not going to be able to get in here with that probe, and neither is... Well, actually, no, Tester might be able to get in. This Zealot's trying to block, but it can't. It's going to get in, and that's going to show Tester exactly what's going on. He's going to see the Dragoon range up coming, but all he's really going to see is that he's behind, really. That's all he's going to see. I mean, it's not like he has enough forces to go rush in there, so really his range is behind, and BackHo should probably go out there with his first Dragoon and try to put some pressure on, because he's going to be the first one with range, and that can be a game breaker in PvP is when you get your range. I've certainly learned that the hard way. It can also be a game breaker, just, you know, tech in general, because when you get your Templars out, or when you get the first Reaver, you know, all those things matter in a mirror matchup. It's huge. It's maybe not as unforgiving as, say, you know, going 12 hatch against 9 pool, but it still is unforgiving nonetheless, and we are going to see both players moving their units out a little bit here.
Other than the slight variation, the builds are identical so far for the most part, as far as the Dragoons coming out at the same time, both people getting range at the same time, although obviously Tester getting range slightly slower than BackHo is getting, or I'm sorry, is BackHo getting range slightly faster. He's trying to trick his way through the minerals here to see if he can try to get in back of Tester's base. So BackHo got through one set of minerals. BackHo's going to try it. He goes right through the other. So BackHo is going to get a scout in because Tester blocked his front door, but obviously has not done anything to back. We do see the robotics facility going down for BackHo, and did Tester put it down as well? I didn't notice.
Yeah, I think they both put it down, so we're not going to see like a
same.
proxy.
Oh,
and wow, he's
Tester.
actually going back here and scouting.
He might be going back to get his expansion, and obviously he is going to kill that probe. I'm assuming.
I don't think he would expand that early.
Right.
It'd be really sneaky and really risky to do that, because if BackHo were to find that out, I mean, you could be right. He may have gone back there, and of course he sees the probes. He's not going to do it.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm talking about. These Dragoons being outside here. It's not going to matter now though, because I think their range is about to be done. We're at 6 minutes. Let's see. He might have range right now, but I don't think so.
One less zealot. Same amount of probes there. Obviously, this is going to make it to Reavers, what I'm assuming. We're going to see some standard shuttle Reaver action. And my car alarm is currently going off, Steve, so go ahead and take it from here.
All right, well, I'll take it from here. We do have the observatory going up for BackHo, and it looks like Tester is just putting down his observatory a little late. Looks like he's moving in here. Wow, BackHo is going to have to pull back, actually, just because of those zealots. I guess BackHo skipped the zealot, maybe even both zealots, to get those extra goons, but because those zealots are coming in there, he's going to have to back up. So he's going to be forced back to his base a little bit, but I still think he does have the goon advantage and the tech advantage. So it's just going to we'll have to see how he transitions from here. It looks like Tester's considering getting his expansion, and it doesn't look like he's saving up money if you look on the bottom right just yet. But perhaps he's going to get that expansion. But really, just really Dragoon heavy for BackHo right now, and he is going to be, I guess, at a little bit of a deficit for now in terms of being able to move out, just because he doesn't have those zealots. But you are going to see him probably get his reroute first.
And I'm obviously a little behind as I just went out the door. Just kind of been looking at this. I mean, this is going to be a standard PvP where it comes down to generally one battle, and one player has 2 Dragoons over the other ones and starts chasing them back to his base. I mean, right now we're at the 8-minute mark, and all the players are doing everything they're supposed to be doing. There is, was there expansion going up?
No, there's still no expansions. And
okay.
Here's the thing that's tricky.